Margaret R. Guzman, Judge of the United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts, now holding in Worcester, in and for the District of Massachusetts, may draw near, give their attendance, and they shall be heard. God save the United States of America and this honorable court. Court is now open. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Alexandra Beninchetti. I am pleased to represent the Department of Homeland Security, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services at these proceedings today. Your Honor, there are 194 applicants for naturalization present today who wish to change their name as part of the naturalization process. The government has investigated the reasons for these changes and interposes no objections. I respectfully move that all 194 name changes be allowed.
That may be done.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, there are 746 applicants for naturalization present today. Each applicant has been duly examined under the provisions of the Immigration and Naturalization Act of 1952 as amended. Each has been found well qualified for United States citizenship. At this time, Your Honor, I respectfully move that the oath of allegiance be administered to all 746 applicants, thus bestowing on them one of our nation's highest honors, United States citizenship.
Applicants for citizenship, please stand. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me, saying your name when I say the word I. I. Say your name. Hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate state, or sovereignty, of whom or of which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. You may be seated.
Well, good afternoon, all you new American citizens. It is a rare occasion for a human being to be present when a miracle happens. Your work and road and oath have made our country better in this very minute, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I stand before you, having been born in Worcester, the city that I love, to two people whose roots were not in Massachusetts. They weren't even in the United States. My mother's family came from Ireland, and my father came from Mexico. And they met here in Worcester by accident, sort of. Although I don't really believe in accidents. I was not alive even when my father became a naturalized citizen. But I know how much it meant to him. When he came here in 1949, he was an educated young man from Mexico, of a good family, and he wanted to come to the United States and explore his career and enjoy the fruits of this beautiful country in which his country shared a continent. And he could speak English. He was fluent in English. He was actually fluent in 5 languages. And when he got here, Amado Juan Concepcion Guzman, with a bachelor's degree, could not get a job until he called himself Amado Guzman. You see, in 1949, he was foreign, and that made him unemployable. He didn't care. I tell people, hi, I'm Margaret Guzman, and they say, I know that spelling, but I know people pronounce it Guzman. And then I think about the sacrifice that my father made on that very moment that he decided that the pronunciation of his name was not nearly as important as the life that he was about to lead, the family he was about to create, the history that he would make, and the impact that he would have. So I look at you and I say, it will be very hard for some of us to pronounce your names. And I know this because I know all of the countries that you've come from. You can decide to teach people. You can ask them, no, please speak my name as it was said to me in Syria or France or the Dominican Republic or the Congo. Or you can change your name, as some of you have done, or you can change the pronunciation of your name. But that doesn't change the value and the beauty and the depth of history that every one of you bring to this beautiful country of ours, that is made better every time someone says, I volunteer to be a United States citizen. It's not an accident of my birth. It is something I chose to do, I long to do, I've worked hard to do, and I will do it well. That is the greatest gift that a person can give to their nation. But you don't just bring your language, your history. Some of you have families that you bring with you. You bring with you the hope that a nation of many, of every color, of every creed, from every corner of the globe, makes us better. It doesn't make us weaker. It doesn't make us uglier or dirty. It makes us beautiful and whole, because we are healing ourselves by welcoming you into our lives. So I want to thank you, because I know that the journey that you took was not one that was very easy. Even if you didn't, have a 25-year journey, which one of the first people of a naturalization ceremony that I did told me after the ceremony. He said, I have been sent the last 25 years to become an American citizen. And isn't that unbelievably beautiful? That he didn't give up. Your journey may not be that long or that hard, but make no mistake, the ability to say, I will be true to another country, does not mean that you will be untrue or unfaithful to your history, your forefathers and foremothers, the sand that you walked on when you were a child, the food that you grew and ate in your native land, the history that your families felt, whether it was arduous, hard, through wars, through famines, through earthquakes and other disasters, or whether it was beautiful and sunny and productive. Whatever it is that you left, you didn't leave it. You take that with you here. And your gift to us is that you bring who you are here. And you are from where you came. My father made our life better because he was willing to change the pronunciation of his name, but he never gave up his love for the beauty that his home country was. That made us better, wiser, pretty well fed too. I was thinking about coming here to the Hanover Theater. This used to be I think it's a little more than 100 years old, probably 120 years old. They used to do live shows, and they had burlesque, and they had vaudeville, and then at some point it became a movie theater. And then sometime in the early 1980s, the business closed, and it was a shutdown business. And it sort of became an eyesore. And there was an awful lot of talk about tearing this building down. But there were a couple of fellas and other people in the city who said, we know it's broken, we know it's dirty, but we think underneath it has something worth saving, worth remembering, worth cherishing, worth fixing. They came in, they took down the fake walls that had been put up, and they found these beautiful frescoes, just waiting for someone to give it a new life, a new name. It didn't change the theater, they made it better. And what made it really better is that it already had beauty from another time, from another place, in a different look. And then they built on that. And I kept thinking, isn't that what these people are doing? They are helping us change, make better, build on, with all the beauty and the things that they bring from the country that they came from. There's something about getting a little older, I'm not old, but I'm getting older, that makes you think about was there a purpose? Did I add? Did I do something that made things better for some people? Did I make myself a better human being by doing the things that I did? And I will tell you that I did not know that I would become a federal judge. It was not I was born in very, very humble circumstances, and this was not in the mix. This was not I was not my plan. But I am. And the greatest gift that I get as a federal judge is that I get to make new citizens and help them understand how important they are to the story of the United States. And I want you to know that I look out and I see every one of you, and I'm looking up and I'm seeing all the people who love you, who are so happy for you, and they are also part of your story. Thank you so much for taking this journey, for leaving a place that you probably loved, but you went to another place and said, I will love that too. Thank you for doing that. And I hope that you all understand that we couldn't be a nation unless people like you were willing to take that risk. So, I want to end. I'm going to call out the countries that are represented here, and I want to give you a message from me, my staff, from all of the people who are here. Albania, Mir se ird he. From Algeria, Egypt, Iraq, Lebanon, Libya, South Sudan, Syria, and the West Bank. Alan wa salam. From Azerbaijan, Koshgelme si nays. From Bangladesh, Swagotam. Bulgaria, Dobre do shu. From Burma, Koyo zo pa tale. From the Netherlands, Welkom. From Bhutan, Jenba Lekso. From the Philippines, Ma Buhay. From Germany, Willkommen. From Antigua and Barbuda, Australia, Canada, Ghana, Guyana, Ireland, Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Trinidad and Tobago, the United Kingdom, and Jamaica. Welcome. From Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, France, and Cameroon, bienvenue. From Haiti, bienvenue. From Israel, broker habaim. From India, swagute. From Italy, benvenuto. From Japan, yo koso. From Russia, dobro pa zalovat. From the Central African Republic, mbote. From Sri Lanka, oi yub oban. From Kenya, Tanzania, karebu. From Thailand, yin de ton ra. From Turkey, hosh gel din is. From Ukraine, las kavo prosimo. From Pakistan, kush amd eid. From Vietnam, chom muing. From South Africa, wa mu ke li kale. From Cambodia, sva kom. From Burundi, mu ro ka zane sa. From South Korea, u seo o sheep seo. From Laos, mien de ton hep. From the Congo, o te. From Lithuania, sve ki. From Uganda, tu ku sa nuk ip de. From China and Taiwan, Huan Yi Ing. From Mongolia, Tav, Tai, Mon, Ri, Lo. From Nepal, Swa, Gacha. From Iran, Kosh, Madid. From Poland, Vita Me. From Brazil and Portugal, Bem Bien Dua. From Moldova and Romania, Bini Ai Vi Niet. From Paraguay, Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Peru, Spain, Uruguay, and Venezuela. Bien y ne. Thank you. And the warmest welcome, the warmest welcome. God bless you.
United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts. Court is now closed. Please stand and remain standing while the judge exits. Thank you.
Huh?